If you have found yourself searching for a higher purpose or deeper meaning in your life, or have found that you have gone through the success process, you have worked hard to achieve something that you have dreamt of, yet still feel unfulfilled, or you haven't found actually what it is that would satisfy you, then this video could help you. Hi, my name is Brandon Patrick. I'm a consciousness coach and mentor. I've spent the last 7 years researching, analyzing, and coaching individuals for the sole purpose of answering these questions of higher purpose and deeper meaning. Now, in this video, I'll be explaining 3 key ideas that have helped millions of people to solving this very problem. So, the first key idea to think about is value. Now, there are 2 types of value: perceived value and true value. Now, perceived value is what we think is valuable in the current moment, but may not pertain to all of time. And that could be fame, status, money, material possessions, whereas true value is what is going to be valuable for all of time. That is love, support, growth, truthfulness, awareness. Now, why does this matter? It's because most of the time when we feel that we are not fulfilled in our lives, it is because we are not actually striving for something that is of true value. So when we get curious about how can I fill that fulfillment hole, we should then start to look at where are my ambitions and goals actually going? Like, what is the value of my ambitions and goals? Now, the second key idea to understanding for total fulfillment is how humans are structured. And through evolution, we have learned and grown through the ego for survival purposes only, but it was through the ego. And through the ego, we have perceived the world from an outside in perspective, which means that we take what is happening on the outside world to then put meaning for our lives. For example, a mother bear is chasing you through the woods, right? Now, obviously, that is extremely terrifying. You don't want to die. You're just running for your life. Hopefully, you can evade them through the trees, right? However, from a higher perspective, we see that the mother bear is either protecting her young or trying to feed her family, right? That's the order of life, and it's just living it just as we are. But this outside in perspective often gets trumped and contradicted by higher truths, which is why we need to understand its structure, understand its behavior, so that we can then learn to shift to an inside out perspective. And the last key idea to understand is consciousness. I know, pretty vague, but stick with me. Now, consciousness, simply put, is the essence of all being. Yes, our bodies, but most importantly, our spirits and souls. This is probably the most important idea that one can understand for total fulfillment because it explains the what and how we experience life. It combines science with spirituality, and consciousness operates at different levels, kind of like the sun, or at least experiencing the sun, right? The further away you are, you're still going to feel the heat, but the closer you get, the more intense it is. And we experience consciousness at these different levels through emotions, values, beliefs, and behaviors. So you can see why consciousness is probably the biggest idea to understand out of all of them because it literally contains all of them inside of it. So, to summarize all these key ideas, value is the quality of the experience we are after. Human structure is the built in limitations that we should understand to then grow past. And then consciousness is the truth of our being. Now, a big obstacle that many people experience when searching for that higher purpose, deeper meaning, is that they don't have all the knowledge or the know how to advance in their life. And that's why I'm here. And if you have enjoyed any bit of this video, have found even a little bit of knowledge that you can then apply to your life, I encourage you to follow me for more in the future. Thank you.